Dude, you're in the shot. Hey, you're in the shot. Pearl. It's been so long since I put out a video because it's been so fucking hot. Whole cardamom and whole clove. Alright, not very long, minute, 2 minutes. The rest of the spices are going to go in with the fresh chili paste first, and about half of the garam masala that I made. Alright, we're going to hold off on the cinnamon sugar right now. Chuck in the bay leaf. Get its... Oh wow, it smells so good right now. It really smells really, really good right now. I don't think anybody really cares. You're mostly here for the food, the cuss words, and the bloopers, so... So that's what you're here for. So, here's to you. That reminds me. Okay, so these cups, these mugs are one of the reasons I got the bug of adventure and whatnot in me. When I was a kid, I would watch my grandparents drink out of these cups, and I always wanted to go to all these places. So it's a globe, right? And all of the world is etched on the outside. It's pretty wicked. And so I have viewers right here in India right now, may very well be viewing this. Alright, so here's to you. Cheers. Hit up a neighborhood India restaurant. There's no chain India restaurants that I know of in my area. So hit up an Indian restaurant sometime. Just try it. Just go. Because you know that they're authentic because there's not a lot of... It's not like you've got a different ethnicity in the kitchen cooking the food. I'd be willing to bet the majority of the cooks in the Indian food business are probably Indian. You know, if I'm wrong on this, leave some comments below. But I'd be surprised to find out that it wasn't so. And I'm pretty excited. I haven't cooked with coconut milk, but maybe twice. So, I'm by no means a coconut milk fat expert, but I'm gonna let that boil up and reduce down a little bit. Alright, now I'll put the chicken legs back in. Boom. The leg goes in, 90 degrees, handle to handle. I bring the handles in. It's real simple. There's a little latch here on the end. It's on, it's tight. Move the handle. I'm going to let this come up to temperature and pressure. And it's going to probably blow. and then I'll change down the simmer ring, and it'll just gently rock for, I don't know, 15 minutes. I'm gonna say 15 minutes, and then it should be done. It should be fall off the bone. So maybe I'll give it 20 minutes, but I'll let it come down on its own. I'm not gonna rush it or cool it down manually. I'll just let it come down to its own. This is the simmer ring. See, it opens and closes, goes on top of the flame. I know for this flame it needs to be not wide open, just a skosh closed. Alright, so I pull off the pot, lift up the grate, set the lid on top of the flame, close the grate, set down the pot. Put the handle in a safe position, press start on the timer. So when the timer reads beep beep beep, I'll cut it back on and we'll wait for it to come down. It's subtle, but it's there and it's constant. But it doesn't release big, huge jettisons of steam like you saw before. So that's telling me that it's at the right pressure inside. Alright, so the timer's done. And stop the timer. Since there's still fuel, I'm going to turn this little cast iron skillet upside down. Take that off the heat. Now this is a nice piece of cast iron that I use a lot. I'm just going to warm it up gently because it's kind of cold. And I want to put it on a hot heat right out. You don't have to do this. Okay. Alright. There is no pressure left to give off. Okay. So I can take this off. No steam comes out. Which means it's time to put the rest of the spices in. 90 degrees. Pull it out. This is the cinnamon and sugar. Remember, the original recipe called for brown sugar. Alright. This one is the just fresh pepper. Right, this is the last of the garam masala that I put together earlier. And then I'm going to put in maybe a quarter of that salt that I've got sitting there. I'm going to stir that up, and I bet that meat can, yep, just falls off the bone. Yep, that's pretty cool. I don't know if the camera above can see it or if it's too fogged up, but that, it's just falling right off of the bone. Alright, I'm gonna pull some out. I guarantee it tastes hot. If nothing else, it is physically hot as hell. All I'm tasting for at this point is salt. Yeah, I'll put the rest of the salt in. It's a sea salt, and it's ground. Alright, it's all plated and it's ready to go. It looks really good. It smells really good. So, I'm going to give it a try. Alright. Wow, it's really good. If you eat a lot of carbs, it would be good over rice and whatnot. I'm gonna get my carbs from this bread today though. But man, that's really good. Please give that a try. Wow. So good. Alright. That was just awesome.